Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm Satoshi Sean. Glad you're here. Glad to be hanging out with you. If it's your first time here, please hit the subscribe button and the bell for notifications. Try to get out as much content as possible, which sometimes is kind of rough. But whether it's news like with the crypto lunch break, or shows with people in the industry or friends of mine, reviews, interviews, announcements, whatever. Try to get out as much as I can. I give away crypto on the crypto lunch break. All you have to do to be entered to win is just leave a comment on any video. So leave a comment on this one so you're registered to win. And any of the previous videos you can go back and leave a comment on, and then you're entered to win crypto. I just use a random comment picker. So watch crypto lunch break and see if you win. Also, crush the like button, whether you're a new subscriber or old subscriber. Really helps me out with YouTube. Today, I've been doing a lot when it comes to blockchain games. I seem to be kind of focusing on that. I think one of the main reasons is this year, and a big part of last year, I really realized, having been a crypto and blockchain evangelist for all these years, and really seeing, the opportunity that crypto has to help humanity and to, bank the unbanked and to help us break off the shackles of the banking system and with everything that's going on all over the world. It's very evident that the dollar and just money in general has been weaponized, and it's always been weaponized for quite a long time, but it's been against other nations. And now with what's happening in Canada with Trudeau and other places, we're seeing that it's not just against other nations, that the financial system, people are slaves to it, and it's weaponized against a regular person. The average Joe, if you disagree with the government or some kind of entity, you can be silenced. That it's used against you. So I think that it's really shining through now. People are starting to understand how important sovereignty over your money is in crypto in general. And we all thought that there would be these big lofty projects and things that we thought would be changing the world. And what I realized last year is that it's games, man. It's little video games that are really putting crypto in the hands of everyone, and is helping to take people out of poverty. Uh, Playing a blockchain game in not just some parts, but most parts of the world. If you're in a Western European country or the United States, Canada, wherever, we take things for granted. But in a large part, I would dare say most of the world, the average income is a few $100s a month. And if you're able to make a few $100s playing a game, that's, doubling or tripling your income for without, going out and sweating in the fields or selling trinkets to tourists or worse. That's an amazing thing to be able to bring to people. So I think that was this huge revolution last year that really opened my eyes and was awesome. But what I'm seeing now, which I'm going to go over this project called the Dehorizon, is that that basic evolution is now evolving into really good quality games. The focus is not on just, hey, play and earn, which you can, but the focus is on really good games being built by people who know how to make games and who have an experience making good video games. That's one of the reasons why I really like this. I'm very excited about it. And also, they're not just developing a game, they're developing a game ecosystem or a gaming ecosystem that's going to be multi-chain. It's going to be lots of different games, which is what we really need. It's definitely what the space needs. When you look at things like Bethesda and Zenny. Um, there's lots of these kind of brands that have multiple games under one umbrella. And when you think of Zenny, they have a lot of digital currencies in different games. And if they did have one common currency, which some of them do, you're able to share different currencies like on your phone. That would be really, really revolutionary. And I think that that's what we really need. That's what'll good games that people want to play no matter what, not just to earn or not just because it's blockchain, but just because it's fun. That and being able to own your own, your NFTs and the things that you get in the game, being able to sell those on a secondary market and having the ability to move those things across games. I think that's going to change the gaming industry, and I know focus is always on play to earn and all those other things, but really to compete, I think we need to compete against, these huge game developers like Microsoft and how Microsoft has bought up every small gaming company there is. And I think that this is one of the first steps in that direction and may be able to do that. So let's jump into it. Let me fix this, which I always forget to do. So Dehorizon. Now, right away, you can see it's really beautiful. It's very cool. That's the first thing that grabbed me. It's like, oh, this is really cool. This is not just about earning or tokens. The game looks awesome, and you can click to play whenever. They just had a big test that ran through on the 22nd of February. So Dehorizon, it's committed to being the next generation of Metaverse game ecosystem, where players can immersively create, socialize, and entertain with other peers and players. The long-term vision of Dehorizon Metaverse is to create a virtual carnival open for all. The Metaverse, human across multiple chains, empowering players to enjoy their second life. And there's a term, second life, which is thrown around a little bit. You can hear. There actually is a very old game called Second Life, which I started to do some research on it. There is a connection to the old to Satoshi, as far as I'm concerned. Craig Wright, Roger Ver. There's lots of those people that were involved in Second Life, which is like a MMO, massive multiplayer online, where it's kind of like a virtual reality, but it was all just online. Is kind of basic, not super great graphics or anything, but it has evolved. My cousin used to be really, really into it, and you were able to make things, to interact with people, to sell things. Before they were really NFTs, they're just digital goods. And my cousin made decent money on the side, having a store, and they had like growing pets and stuff. It was pretty cool. But I think that there is a big connection to crypto there, especially when it came to just being able to buy and sell Bitcoin. A lot of people did that on Second Life. So now I think it's coming to its next level of people having this other life, this Ready Player One kind of thing to escape to. And Dehorizon is looking to do that. So now they have one game right now called DeVerse. That is what I'm going to kind of go over. It's an MMO RPG, or a massive multiplayer online role-playing game, which looks really cool and really, really big for especially for an MMO, because it is multiplayer with lots of people on that server. It's not usually as crisp, or as the graphics aren't as defined as if you just had a single player game like on a disc or something. And this looks really awesome. Then they have the Mythical coming, which is a dragon riding arena game, and the Tournament, a complex challenge in extreme outer space, which I like sci-fi a lot. That's cool. So this is fantasy and sci-fi, which I think is awesome. The investor part, I did want to touch on, but before that, they do have staking. If you click on that, brings you here. This is the light paper, which I'm going to have links to all this stuff in the description below. I guess I'll read over this real quick. The rise of GameFi and NFTs move us closer to realizing the promise of the metaverse. Despite the enthusiastic adoption of these technologies, the current marketplace still lacks a fully formed metaverse game ecosystem, which is kind of what I said. To connect and support a variety of blockchain-based games across multiple chains, metaverse game ecosystem is essential to make GameFi and NFTs reach their full potential. And that's where Dehorizon comes in, which, yeah, that's kind of what I said. Welcome to Dehorizon Metaverse. So their vision to become the next generation of metaverse game ecosystem, enabling players to create, socialize, enjoy blockchain-based games with their friends. If you look at the investors, which I'm going to go over, this may be able to do that in connecting even other games and projects along, under one umbrella, kind of being the bridge for that. Dehorizon Metaverse is to create a virtual carnival open to all metaverse inhabitants across multiple chains and let players enjoy a second life. I think these are like 8-minute battler game. The real metaverse should be built in line with 3.0 principles, enabling players to own their digital assets and control their blockchain-based data. In conformity with Web3 principles, Dehorizon Metaverse will be governed by a DAO, which I think I have a link to the DAO too. Decentralized autonomous organization. The rules and governance of the DAO are coded into smart contracts on the blockchain and cannot be modified unless the DAO community votes to make the changes. A community-driven metaverse is what they are building. Awesome. I did want to touch on the team. Like I said, I'm going to give you links to the light paper here, which is not really that light. It's a solid white paper. The team looks awesome, but one of the really cool things is that they have game developer experience. Like this guy, CT Zhao, is the head of the studio, and I think they have over 30 employees right now. Has over 10 years experience developing traditional games, has published more than 20 top games. Vast experience makes him familiar with all kinds of gaming development and design. Previously, he was the CTO and founding member of Yuzu, which commands 20% of the mobile game market. That is a buttload. Before joining the Dehorizon Foundation, Todd Porter served as the founding producer of Dungeons & Dragons and the world's first MMO mobile game, Ultima. He's also been ranked as one of the top 50 elites, over 50, in the global game industry. See, there's real game development experience, and I think that really comes through in what I've seen with this game. In fact, I'm going to play you a video, which goes against what I said, because it really does just focus on the earning. But here. So the ability to earn is there. You have that. So now these investors are massive. Just you could take like one of these, and it's such a huge deal. But like Circle, Bybit, OKX, there's so many. But where is it? Yield Guild. This is a big deal, not just for money and investment, but this is a group of blockchain gamers that I think will help in the long run when it comes to adoption and use. It's really, really huge. Partners, same. They're massive. Where was I? So they have a huge community, 45,000 followers on Twitter alone, which I'm going to give links to all that stuff also. The governance, you can just click here, which takes you here. you're able to get this token on Uniswap, OKX, Bybit, and Gate.io. All of the stats on that, the fact that they are using a DAO this early on in the platform and the games ecosystem, I think is very impressive. That's not like we're working on this now and we'll put that off and do that later. We're going to go decentralize and have a DAO and all that down the road. I think that is really cool. One thing you need to know, though, as far as buying the NFTs, you need to have a Binance account to be able to log in to use the Binance NFT market. Before I go further, I want to show you some gameplay. Now, this is an exploration video, so this is not combat, but this is just walking around, just to show you how gorgeous it is. It reminds me of like Zelda Breath of the Wild, which is, if you're a gamer, you know, and you can see the difference between like this and just a NFT trading card game with some staking. This is a real game. I'm really excited to see blockchain gaming going to this level, as fast as it has. We're talking about, this is like a new thing, months ago, a legitimately new thing. There was small games and ideas and stuff, a while ago, but I think legitimately becoming a gaming industry, this is not long at all, and we're at this level now. So you can definitely see the quality there. Now that is, like I said, exploration, footage. This is the actual MMO, and the goofy, sound effects that they added in, I'm sure, in post-production. But you can see, as far as MMOs go, it looks awesome. It doesn't look laggy. All of the background stuff, it looks really, really good. Here, I'll play that.
Entertain your every nerve in 8 minutes.
Looks cool. Okay, so you should check it out. I'm not your financial advisor. I'm not your dad. I just want to give you a brief overview. I think it looks really, really exciting. I'm excited about it. The game itself, I like, but the idea of what they're building as far as the ecosystem, I think is amazing. Now, also, I'll leave links to their Medium. Something that I hate about a lot of the blockchain games that I've looked at, which is something that annoys gamers on the other side, is when you buy a game, the tutorials are so long and just boring and stupid. But with so many blockchain games that I've looked at, there's no instructions. There's no help to get started and to just explain how to play. And this, they have so much information on their Medium of exactly how to play. So I really, really like that. I'll leave a link to their Medium. Now let's take a look at the token, and what a lot of people are really interested in is, honestly, just making money with this. So the DVT token, I think that there's a massive amount of room for growth here. I think that this is also poised to take off soon, because the game just went through one of its the biggest tests here on a few days ago, on the 22nd of February. I think the first launch of this of DeVerse looks amazing. I think with and another thing, that's why I wanted to go over the investors, the money behind it, which is millions and millions of dollars. Uh, I think it's poised for success that way. I don't think that this project is lacking when it comes to support, money, or talent. And then, like I was here with yield behind it, I think that's a major asset when it comes to it taking off and adoption. So I think it's amazing time, perfect time, great time. Undervalued, definitely. Um, you can see where it was. It was $1.84, and this was in January. So it's only been around for a couple of months. When did it launch? Yeah, like beginning of December, and we're up at four and a half. So we're down at what, 50 cents now, 53 cents. The market cap is under $5 million. So 100x on this would only bring it to 500 million. And when you look at a game like this with these kind of backers and these kind of partnerships and the talent behind it, I can see this easily being half or $500 million project in not much time at all. So, but like I said, I'm not your advisor. I'm not your. It's not financial advice. I'm not your dad. But if I were you, I'd check it out. I'll leave links to everything below. Check out Dehorizon and DeVerse. Looks fun. That is something that I'll stand behind that statement. It looks really fun. Hit me in the comments below so you're registered to win some crypto. Let me know what you think. It's good hanging out with y'all, and I'll see you in the next video.